Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour, your source for all hard rock, heavy metal, new metal, alternative, punk, horror punk, hardcore, rock, and all local bands, with your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather.
You just listened to Echo the Locan on BODS Mayhem Hour.
The views and opinions of the guest do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather, and as always, I am bringing you guys awesome interviews. Today, it's an honor and a privilege to have the band Echo to Locate on the show. Echo to Locate hail from Maryland, and they have released official music video for their single, High. Echo to Locate also have a current EP out now entitled Calling Out. You want to get out and check that out as well. So please introduce yourselves if you do not mind.
Hey, we're Echo to Locate. My name is Rhiannon, and I'm the vocalist. We got our bassist, Will, here.
What's up?
And then we got our drummer, Mike, here.
How's it going?
So how's it been working with Tag Publicity so far, guys?
It's actually been really awesome. I forget the name of the guy who messaged me, but some magazine messaged me from Florida originally connecting us with Tag. And, you know, they've been awesome ever since we contacted them. They're really a pay-it-forward kind of company, which we really appreciate.
They've been keeping us up to date on everything too. They're just, they're keeping us informed and sending reminding emails, and it's just been really great. Like, we haven't had any issues whatsoever.
Yeah, probably some of the most successful people or some of the most helpful, successful promotional campaigns.
Or heard this new video.
So we wanted to be able to write something that was super addictive to listen to, but also had a lot of meaning lyrically behind it. But we wanted to show people that we wanted everything that we write to be open to interpretation for everybody. So it was a song that a lot of people could connect to differently in their own ways, whether, it's just a party song or an actual emotional song for them. That's kind of where we came from with High, and we wanted to write something that meant something different a little bit to everybody.
Definitely one of those fun songs to play and like a house party type deal. That's how I think of it every time.
Yeah. Mike was not happy with me that I had to make him rewrite his drum part a million times. I was like, no, it's got to be more simple than that. It's got to be more simple. He was not happy about it, but there was a reason why we wanted it to be simple. We wanted it to stay open for everybody to listen to, and we wanted it, not just rock lovers to like the song. We wanted, people that, are fans of other genres to be able to connect to the song too.
What do you hope everyone takes away from just your music in general, from your current EP?
I don't know. I think that it's really dependent on the person. I've heard a lot of different things, whether, our goal is basically to make everybody feel like themselves and feel like that they have a home no matter where they are, what they're doing. So I think that it's something that's just really personal to everybody.
Nothing but positive feedback from, everything we put out.
Yeah, it's basically a big thing of, being who you want and not letting other people tell you otherwise, and, allowing yourself to be emotionally, creative and to experiment with the sound of that and everything just to see how it plays out. But I think that a lot of people interpret it, it's kind of like, almost like anthem-like, where they feel like that they can connect to it and be themselves or whatnot. But, it's hard to explain because everyone interprets music so differently. I don't want to, speak for the entire fan base because I interpret our songs way differently than most people that listen to them.
Jack, and I hope I pronounced his last name correctly, Rotier, directed the music video for High. How was working with him on this?
Yeah. Working with him was awesome. We worked with him before on a previous music video, and I found him through one of my friends who he actually filmed in the house for. But he's a super easygoing dude. He really knows what he's doing, and, you just tell him, I want it to look like this, and he's like, okay, we'll make that happen. And he's very straightforward, very easy to work with, very calm person, too. Not one of those people that shows up and makes the scene even more stressful than it needs to be. He basically calms everybody down and is like, this is fine, let's just have a good time, let's just shoot a music video. And he's very calm about it, but at the same time very professional, and he has a really good energy that levels everybody out, while me and my band are pretty much like, I'm the most stressful person, I think, in the band when we're doing stuff like this, because so much planning has gone into it. So Jack's a really good person to level that out, and, you know, it's not, he's one of those people that you can really, like, push your emotions through the camera without feeling weird about it, you know. He really is the eye of the camera, which I like about him.
Is this song going to be on an upcoming EP or album, or is this just going to be a one-off song?
Well, High is just a single right now, but if you buy the physical EP at our shows, it's actually on the EP Calling Out. Just for electronic and distribution online purposes, it's a single. But in a physical copy, we add that onto the EP as like a little special incentive to buy the EP, because everyone in our fan base loves High. That's generally one of their favorite songs. But no, we're actually writing a new album. Hopefully, we're going to be releasing it in 2019. We plan to. And that one is going to be a whole new set of 12 songs, and it's going to be a really rockin' EP, or rockin' album. It's going to be crazy. I'm stoked for it.
That's going to be my next question. Do you guys like just to do the EP route, or would you rather put out a full-length album?
I think we're finished with the EPs for right now, because we look at it in a way where, you know, we've released a lot of like homemade demos just to get our name out in the Baltimore music scene. And then we released the EP to, you know, show like a real like taste tester of what we might want to bring to the table as a full-length album, and, you know, use it as a trial to see what we would want to put on an album and how our fans would react to it. So we're definitely going to start with the full-length albums this year, which is what we're doing. And, you know, just we're just hoping on the full-length albums. That's all we're about now.
Who did the cover photo for this single?
I did, actually. It was weird. I originally was the person who like wrote the stems and everything for High. And while I was doing that, it took me months to do it. And sometimes, like, I like to take photos weirdly, and for literally no reason at all. And so I just got into, like, thought maybe if I, like, buy a sheet or something and hang it up in my bedroom, I think I could take some really cool photos of myself. So the cover photo for High is actually me standing in my bedroom, and the rest of it is all edited completely around to make it look completely different than it is. My walls are actually tan, and my carpet's tan, and my ceiling is not that high. But, no, I saw the editing for it. And then I brought it to the guys one day after we finished High. I was like, what do you guys think about this photo that I just randomly took for High? And they were like, yes, that's perfect.
This song was recorded at Wynn Studios and engineered, mixed, and mastered by, of course, Brian Wynn. You guys have worked with him previously, but how's working with him continuously on these?
It's awesome, honestly. We've been through a lot of studios, and he's by far the best that we've ever came across, and something that we can actually afford. He doesn't charge as much as he's worth, so he should be charging more. But
not for us.
Not for us, because Brian loves us. But no, he's really fun to work with, and it was really quick pace to get our EP done too. We were kind of in a rush. And he's a hard worker, and we got everything done on time very smoothly, and he made everything sound the way we wanted it to sound. And we're going to be definitely going with him for our full-length album. We're actually getting ready to start recording just the demos for it.
Working with him, guys, did he bring out anything that may have been hidden that he got out of you all, possibly?
Yeah, absolutely. He basically set the guitar tones for us because we don't have the fanciest equipment. And so he was like, this is what you guys need to do to make this sound as best as possible. And we were like, whatever you say, dude, is the way we're going to go about it, because sometimes you just need that outside ear. And we've never really trusted many people's outside ear when it comes to recording, because it always didn't end up well, but we just decided to really trust Brian because we had seen his previous work with other people. So yeah, he added a lot to do with like the way the overall sound came to be, and then, you know, just added a couple things here and there. Like, oh, for example, at the end of Everything from Nothing, he said, I think it would be really cool if you just held out this one note at the end, and that was originally never there in the original writing process of it. But just little stuff like that he added to the production, but as the sound as a whole, he did a lot for it.
I think he's great. Yeah, there was no problems. You know, we got through, you know, I got through the drums in 3 hours or so with 5 songs. It wasn't bad. You know, everything was mic'd perfectly, and it was just completely smooth. It was a real smooth process.
Yeah, he was completely okay with how long it was taking with doing it, because recording it takes me a while because I want it perfect, and I'm just a pain in the ass to work with.
Nothing wrong.
Usually musicians are pain in the asses to work with. We try not to.
Good.
How much growth musically have you seen this band and yourselves go through up to the release of this current EP? Or has it just been more of a personal growth for all of you involved in this?
When we first started, it was just me and Rhiannon, and we had no material really. She had been a solo artist, so we were kind of sitting downstairs just like, let's try to make your acoustic songs and more rock songs. And we were able to do that, and it actually turned out really good, better than I had expected. We just kind of grew from there, really. More people kept adding input to songs, and it's just with the different styles that we all listen to and used to play, it just came together really, really good.
Yeah, we went through quite a bit to get the EP as is. We went through a couple different sets of songs that we wanted to be on the EP, and we ended up coming to our decision with the ones that are currently on it based upon what we wanted to test out and the differences between the songs so that we would know what would fit best for our full-length album. And now we're pretty sure the direction we want to go for our full-length album, being that we only have 3 songs left that are not written, which seems like a lot, but for us it's really not that much. 3 songs, like I said, haven't been chosen on it yet, but the rest of them are all set to go.
Do you guys like to do anything differently during the writing and recording process to help keep your minds fresh and open, to not get bored or not let the music get stale? Do you do anything differently possibly?
I think for starters, which I think this should go for every band, you don't want to pick out how long you want a song to be. You can't say, I want to make this song 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's number one thing that we don't even consider. I think we try to mix up not so much our styles, but just add different creativity to each song just so that they don't sound the same, but they still fit in with what we're doing.
Yeah, we want every song to give us strike an emotional nerve. And, that keeps us from ever getting bored of it. If you really like the song that you're writing and you're truly passionate about it and you want to release it, you won't get bored of it that fast. I think when you get bored of stuff is when it comes to like live performing. You've played the same thing over and over and over and over and over again for over a year, and then you're like, okay, I want to play something different. But you have to remember that what's old to you may be new to somebody that's in your audience that has never seen you before. And you got to play what the people recognize, which is something that we get really excited about, playing new songs live before they're released, but we try to limit ourselves to only 2 new ones a set if we want to play them, so that we still play all the ones that people know and recognize. But it's, we think we're going to get bored of them, but every time the crowd reaction is a little bit different, and that makes it all so much worth it. When someone's screaming back lyrics to you that you don't know, that is an amazing feeling that it just makes it totally worth it. So I never get bored of it in that sense.
I don't get bored of it at all.
Well, it's just like I don't get bored of anything ever. I'm just ready to go all the time.
What can fans expect at a show from Echo to Locate? What are they going to get when they come out to see you guys live?
We put on a performance. We just don't stand there and play our song. People pay for a performance for a show, and we put on a really good live show.
Yeah, I don't care if there's not even a stage there. If it's the floor, I'm going to make sure everybody in there is moving.
Like crowd interaction, we throw a lot in there. Rhiannon, holds the mic out for certain parts for people to sing along to.
I'm really into headbanging.
Will jumping around everywhere. Will's jumping around.
Will's my favorite performer.
He is.
Because Will does something different every show because it's the most unexpected thing. And it's honestly the best thing to watch.
And we like to review show footage and then put it in slow motion and watch Will dance around.
So, we'll share that as well. But for instead of watching us play live, no matter how small the show is, we're going to make sure we're performing as if we're, playing in an arena. I can't even say it, arena. An arena. Because it doesn't matter if there's 5 people there or 10,000, someone paid to see you give them a show, so you got to give them a show, and that's what we're going to do every time.
In your own opinion, what does Echo to Locate bring to the table for music that's not out there as of right now? I know no one's reinventing the wheel, but they are adding to it. What do you guys bring to it possibly?
I think we're just more old schoolish sounding.
And genuine.
And genuine, yeah. We're not trying to, like, the new band, whatever new band's out there now, we're not ever thinking we should try to sound like this. You know, we try to stay.
We want to sound like us, and, you know, we all have different music backgrounds, and combining those music backgrounds, it adds a very interesting, like, punk twist on things for me. But I also think that, you know, something that a lot of people aren't doing right now, as Mike was saying, is, like, we're not trying to be anything we aren't or anybody that we aren't. We're just trying to be us, and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong is, you know, they think they can just make it big by being somebody else. And, you know, if why would you make it big being somebody else? They've already made it. You know, you just got to be yourself, and the world accepts you, then the world accepts you. It is what it is. But we try to make, you know, everybody feel like they're part of the Locate family, and, you know, keep it very emotional for us. And I think something that's different between us and a lot of the musicians, especially in our area, is our stage performance, because we don't use backing tracks, we don't use clicks, we don't use any of that. It's a pure raw live performance, and, you know, we just give it our all. So that's something that I think is really unique to us, is our performance.
Yep. Yeah.
What made each of you want to become a musician? What was that spark that said, yeah, that's what I want to do right there?
I actually really don't know, to be completely honest.
My thing was, I think when I was probably my first band, and we played, like, my first show ever in front of people, and I was like, yeah, this feels right. This is totally what I want to do. There's just no feeling like it.
Yeah, I think for me, I mean, I was one of those kids that grew up playing music, and that was just never a question in my mind. And, you know, my dad is a motivational life coach, and he always told me that if I wanted to do something bad enough, then I could do anything I wanted to do. I just had to work for it, and I couldn't expect it to come to me. So I just grew up kind of in a really good mindset with motivation and determination. But like Mike said, you know, after I played my first show ever, like, live with a band, I just broke down in tears afterwards, because that's just what, like, I needed to do. And I knew from that moment that it wasn't just, you know, something that was just a dream since I was a kid. It was something that I could actually be and actually do if I just worked for it. And, you know, I just knew that that's what I needed in my life.
How much local support does Echo to Locate get via venues and maybe airplay?
We get, like, local college radio. The weird thing is we get like local college radio stations and local radio stations that are not from Baltimore, interestingly enough. We have one in the UK that's really fond of us, but we have a couple that are pretty fond of us throughout the country. But it's weird because all of our local support comes from live shows, and, you know, we never fail to sell an act for the tickets to shows, but it's really just all of the live shows. That's the majority of what we care about, because we know the live shows will sell what we have online. But as far as, like, locally, we actually don't have that much airplay locally. It's mainly out of our area.
We've had people that come to shows that we are on the bill with, and they end up becoming fans of ours, and they weren't even there to see us. You know, it's the first time some of these people ever seeing us, and they're just like, I'm a fan, like, just like that.
Yeah, that's why we just, you know, we focus on shows. That's where we really want to put all our energy.
Is there a country that stands out or shocks you that Echo to Locate gets support from, or your music even gets played in that country?
The UK.
Just
the UK in general. Like, that was weird to me that, you know, the UK even somehow found us. And we actually don't have that many listeners on Spotify, because we tend not to promote Spotify that much because of the whole artist payment issues that they have. But, you know, we tend to support Apple Music more because they pay musicians more fairly. So that's mainly where we get all of our plays on. But we found actually on Bands in Town trackers where you can see where people are tracking you to see where you're coming to play live. We have a buttload in the U.S. and Southern California somehow, and I don't even know where that came from, but the UK was the first country that was outside of the U.S. that we started getting support from, and I was really shocked by that, because I'm just not sure how that happened, but it just did.
Is there a band on the bucket list for each of you would like to work, tour with, or maybe even do an album split?
I want to play a show with Green Day.
Uh-oh.
They're my favorite band.
I'm Killswitch Engage or 30 Seconds to Mars.
I'm Breaking Bedroom or Sick Puppies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, folks, you want to get out and check out Echo to Locate their new video called High, and plus they have a current EP that's out right now called Calling Out. You want to get out and check out all of this that they're doing. Really, really good band. Got some great, great music. How could folks stay in touch with you guys? Buy some merchandise, tour dates when you go on tour, tickets, things like that. How can they do that?
Well, you can check out our website, echolocate.com, and you can also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, all of this stuff. You can listen to us on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, whatever your streaming of choice is. But, yes.
Before I let you go, would you care to do a promo for the show?
You just listen to Echo to Locate on BODS Mayhem Hour.
Everybody stick around. We got some great, great stuff coming up. You only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and BODS Mayhem Radio Network. Plus, get out and check out our Facebook page. It has our podcast link, plus our YouTube link, and I'm hoping soon a Twitch link. And also get out and check out Echo to Locate. Their new video, High, is out now, plus their current EP, Calling Out, is also available. Like I said, get out and check them out. They have some great, great music. Guys and gals, thank you so much, and I wish you guys the best of luck.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.